Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we're going to bring you bout number 29 of our heavyweight tournament. And it'll be the former heavyweight champion Max Baer taking on heavyweight contender from the 60s and 70s, Oscar Bonavena, scheduled for 15 rounds. Our heavyweight tournament. The sim engine is Title Bout Championship Boxing for the PC. What you will get is my radio call, and you will watch the sim engine of Title Bout Championship Boxing. We have avoided fights in the first round that actually took place. And so let's get to the ring and get the announcements. Here at ringside is Fanomatic. As he says, Al, it's me, the black sheep of the gaming group, LOL. You are not the black sheep of the gaming group. Anytime you'd like to come on with Chat with Al, you're more than welcome, my good friend Fanomatic. All right, let's get to ringside. Once again, we have Fanomatic here to view the fight from Yankee Stadium. To the ring we go. Max Baer had a record 66 wins, 13 losses, no draws, 51 by stoppage. Oscar Bonavena from Argentina, 58 wins, 9 losses, 1 draw, and 44 by stoppage. Both fighters will be in their prime and top condition. We have assigned Max Baer, his trainer Joe Goosen out of California, and cutman Freddie Brown. For Oscar Bonavena, his trainer is Gil Clancy, who did train him for the Muhammad Ali fight, and we assigned cutman Al Galvin. Let's go to the Max Baer card, and this is the boxer card we're going to show you. Max Baer is from Livermore, California. He stands at 6'2.5". His reach is 81 inches. He will weigh in for this fight 215 pounds. He won the heavyweight championship from Primo Carnera, would lose it in his first defense to the Cinderella Man, James J. Braddock. To his ratings, he is a slugger. He fouls often. He likes to fight on the inside. He's 3 out of 4. Outside, he can fight 3 out of 4. Doesn't cover up well. When he's hurt, you can tag him. And he loves to go for the knockout. He will hold and hit and maul and brawl. 72 for clinching. Drawing power in the day, he was a tremendous draw. Conditioning, well, he didn't like to train so much. But again, all fighters are in the top condition as possible for them. Intellect and proficiency, pretty good. Control factor versus a boxer is an 8, but that doesn't matter. He's facing Bonavena, who is a slugger, so that will be a 10 control factor. He takes a decent shot, but he will go down, and he will get stopped. He absorbs punishment fairly well. Killer instinct, 10 out of 10. Aggressive, 7 out of 10. Again, endurance might come into play here. Defensively, you'll add 2 more punches landed by his opponent. His hitting power, 11 out of 15. Tremendous power. Overall Title Bout Championship boxing rating, 9 out of 15. He likes to load up on his punches. That's what he likes to do. He doesn't like to throw a lot of combinations. He'll throw 1-2s, but he likes to load up on those crosses. As you can see, 15 and 15. Those are his punches of choice, the power punches of the crosses. Let's go to the Oscar Bonavena card. Oscar Bonavena from Argentina. Nickname Ringo. Bonavena stands at 5'10.5". His reach is 73 inches. He's got to get on the inside and try to rough up Baer, which won't be too hard. Baer likes to slug it out. Oscar Bonavena fought some tremendous fighters. And they don't have it listed here, but he fought Muhammad Ali. He fought Joe Frazier twice. He would lose to both of those fighters. He did knock Joe Frazier down. He took Ali into the 15th round at Madison Square Garden before he lost. He is a slugger. He fouls frequently. He is a rough and tumble fighter from Argentina, a bag full of muscles. He loves to fight on the inside, outside not so much. Cover up pretty good, and he loves to go for the knockout. He is a banger. Conditioning, also a question. Drawing power, I think he was actually more of a draw than this. I'd have to say he's about an 8 out of 10, not 5 out of 10. People like to see him fight. And control factor versus a slugger, which Max Baer is, it's a 10. So it's a 10 versus a 10. This is going to be bombs away, folks, here at Yankee Stadium. And he is even less of a defensive fighter than Max Baer. You had 4 punches landed from his opponent. His hitting power, 8 out of 15. And he likes to actually work off his jab, and he likes to get on the inside and throw hooks. His overall title bout championship rating is a 9. So this should be one heck of a slobber knocker here at Yankee Stadium. So those are the boxer cards. 15 rounds, bout number 29, round 1 of our heavyweight tournament. We're at Yankee Stadium. Michael Buffer's the announcer. Randy Newman's the referee. The judges are Mickey Van of England, Larry Hazzard of the United States of America, and Tony Perez of Puerto Rico. It is a 10-point must system. You can never be saved by the bell, and the referee or doctor can stop the fight. In case of rare incident stoppage, the fight will be a draw until 50% of the bout is fought. Then they will go to the scorecards. Again, both fighters have 10 out of 10 control factors versus a slugger. They're going to stand toe-to-toe and bomb away. Power advantage will go slightly to Baer, as he's an 84 compared to a 61. Endurance will go to Bonavena, 100 to 80. Defense, Baer's slightly better, but they're both horrific defensively. We can say they're both defensive sieves. Hand speed, Baer has an advantage there, 66 to 58. And tactical skills, well, they just sort of do their own thing once they get in the ring. They don't listen too well to their corners. Once again, Max Baer, trainer Joe Goosen, cutman Freddie Brown. For Oscar Bonavena, trainer Gil Clancy, cutman Al Galvin. We're at Yankee Stadium. Randy Newman's the ref. Mickey Van, Larry Hazzard, and Tony Perez are the judges. Michael Buffer is the announcer. The ringside expert for title bout championship boxing, Steve McCarthy. And Phantomatic, if you're still there, how is the sound quality? And the picture, if you don't mind answering. As both fighters are in the ring, Randy Newman waves him to the center of the ring for the final instructions. He says the trunks are good here. Watch out for the rough stuff on the inside. He knows he has 2 rough and tumble fighters here. Any questions from the Max Baer corner from the chief seconds? Joe Goosen says no. He turns to the Bonavena corner and Gil Clancy. He says, any questions from the Bonavena corner from the chief second? Gil Clancy says no. He says, touch gloves, come out fighting, God bless. So both fighters go back to their corners. We wait for the bell for round number 1 here at Yankee Stadium. This is a fight that the fans have been clamoring for. They're going to stand toe-to-toe most likely. Here's the bell for round number 1. Max Baer will be to your left. You can see where his photo is. And Oscar Bonavena will be to your right. The bell for round number 1. They meet in the center of the ring. And they're going to stand toe-to-toe. And Max Baer gets his punches off, trying to keep that distance. Bonavena keeps crowding in. Baer misses with a big hook. Bonavena comes right back. He digs 2 shots to the body. Up there, Bonavena pushing Baer back, landing to the body and the head. He missed with that wild uppercut. Max Baer comes back with a jab, missed with that right hand. Baer looking to load up with the go-home right cross. And Bonavena works hard on the inside again as Max Baer comes forward. Bonavena worked the body well, missing with a big hook there. Oscar Bonavena covers up, dips and dives. Baer missed with a right hook. Under a minute to go here in round number 1. A big shot by Bonavena misses. Baer trying to land that counter right. Looking to load up, pawing with the jab, and there's the bell! And just at the bell, Bonavena winged a big right hand and missed. But Oscar Bonavena took round number 1, in my opinion. He was the aggressor. He did force Baer back. But Baer did fight well. as he was getting close to those ropes and moved Bonavena back towards the center of the ring. So I give round 1 to Oscar Bonavena, 10-9. On his pure aggression, Bonavena, a bag of muscles. You could see Baer trying to set that trap with that right hand. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard at Title Championship Boxing. And Steve McCarthy also gives it to Oscar Bonavena, 10-9. Here at ringside is Bobby Cantillano. How are you doing? Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. We quickly go to the Max Baer corner and Joe Goosen. He's telling him to throw that right hand. Keep Bonavena on the end of your punches. Freddie Brown gives Max Baer a swig of water. Baer always smiling. We go to Gil Clancy in the Oscar Bonavena corner. The strong boy from Argentina. And Gil Clancy's telling them, punch, punch, punch. Get on the inside, rough them up. Back them up, rough them up. You had him on the ropes. He fought his way off the ropes. Good round, though. I give it to you. Little end swell work. Light end swell work on the Bonavena eyes. Now Galvin applies some grease around the eyes. We prepare for round number 2. We wait for the bell. Let's go to some quick punch stat numbers before the bell. Baer landed 13 punches. He did land 5 crosses, though not the numbing cross that he looks, to depart Bonavena from his senses. Bonavena landed 20 punches. He worked hard on the inside. He worked good to the body. And on the inside, he threw his hooks. And that's what he wants to do. He did land a couple of crosses, which are really more overhand rights. All right, fighters are off their stools. We prepare for round number 2. Here's the bell for round number 2. And again, they meet in the center of the ring. Who will be first? Baer throws a quick 1-2. Bonavena dips away. And again, Bonavena ducks under. Comes up with a 1-2. The left hook punch of choice. And they're standing toe-to-toe. Baer 4-punch combination. Not known for the combinations, but he hurt Bonavena. Bonavena trying to cover up. And now Baer working hard on the inside as Bonavena barrels forward. Big right hand missed by Baer. Again, Bonavena just coming forward. They tie up. Some rough stuff there. Newman breaks them. A minute to go here in round number 2. A big right hand missed by Baer. He's really trying. Oh, and he is countered by an overhand right. Max Baer is stunned. 30 seconds to go. They tie up. 20 seconds to go. 50. Oh, another overhand right crashes on Baer's chin, and there is the bell. That is an even round for me. Baer was better early. Bonavena better late. Bobby Cantillano says, isn't that Jethro? That is his son. That is Max Baer's son who played Jethro in the Beverly Hillbillies. You are correct. Max Baer Jr., who looked very similar to his dad. That is his father. His father was heavyweight champion of the world. His uncle, Buddy Baer, was also a heavyweight contender. Both father and uncle would lose to Joe Louis. So I give round 2 a 10-10 round. Again, I thought Baer was better early, and Bonavena came on late. 2 good looping right hands. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard of McCarthy. And he gives it 10-9 for Max Baer. So he gave a slight edge to Baer. I gave it even. So he has it all even after 2. I have Bonavena up by 1 round, 1 point. We go to the Max Baer corner and Joe Goosen, the California trainer. And he said, you had him early. He's telling you had him early. You slowed down a bit. We need 3 good minutes of boxing each and every round. 3 good minutes. Throw that right hand. He's there for it. When he gets on the inside, rough him up. He wants to work on the inside. Freddie Brown again applying some grease around Baer's eyes. He's known to cut. We now go to the Oscar Bonavena corner and Gil Clancy. Clancy very happy with his fighter. He said, you got on the inside, you worked well towards the end, I give you that round. It was close. Keep up the good work. Work the body a little more. Work the body a little more. Here at ringside is W. Vogs. Check out that great card collecting channel. I'm going to be sending you an email later, W. Vogs, on next week to see what days we might be able to do our come on the show for about a half hour during the week. All right, hope all is well, W-Vogs. Bonavena takes a swig of water, spits it out. Let's go to the punch stat numbers before we move on to round number 3. Baer landed 18 punches. Bonavena landed 20. I feel justified in giving it an even round. Again, Baer only landed 2 thudding crosses. Really only 1 thudding cross. He was better early. Bonavena was better late. Bonavena, when he gets on the inside, he works and he works hard when he tries to rough up Baer. Both fighters off their stools now. They prepare for round number 3. Here's the bell. Round number 3. Who's going to be first? They meet in the center of the ring once again. A 1-2 combination misses by Baer, and he's countered by Bonavena. Good straight punches by Bonavena. And Baer pushes Bonavena away and lands a 1-2. Baer looking to land that big right cross, and he walks into a 3-punch combination. As now they're standing toe-to-toe. Baer trying to force Bonavena back. He landed the better shots now towards the center of the ring. Both men windmilling punches. Bonavena letting his hands go on the inside. Baer trying to gain distance, but it's Bonavena who's bobbing in and out, landing his punches. Baer can't land that big right hand. Bonavena pouring it on. Baer got staggered by that punch. Starts to head back towards the ropes. Uppercut missed by Bonavena. And the big countering shots by Baer lands. Again, Baer lands a right cross. Again, Baer lands a right cross. And there's the bell. Holy cow. What a round of action there. Baer beat Bonavena back towards the ropes. Bonavena fought his way off the ropes and was at the end driving Baer back. And then Baer opened up with right hand combination, 1-2s basically. Left jab, right hand 3 times, landing on Bonavena's chin. He absorbed the punishment, but will that iron chin crack? Holy cow, that is a close round. And that, wow. I give that another even round. I know that sounds silly, but I have 2 rounds even, 1 round Bonavena. Let's go to McCarthy's scorecard. He gives it to Bonavena 10-9. So he has Bonavena up by 1 point, as do I. We just got there a different way. Quickly to the Max Baer corner. Gil Clancy says, we want you to do more what you did at the end of... Joe Goosen says, we want you to do more what you did at the end, Max. But that's the way Baer fights. Sometimes he seems disinterested. He's got to land that hard right hand. He has done it. But Bonavena, like the Argentinian tank he is, just keeps trudging forward. Goosen says, I want jabs and right hands. Don't let him get on the inside. When he gets on the inside, tie him up, walk him back, rough him up. Force Newman to break you. Randy Newman being the referee. Freddie Brown gives Baer a swig of water. Baer gurgles it and spits it out. We go to the Oscar Bonavena corner and Gil Clancy. Clancy says, I want you to work on the inside. Bonavena started off on the outside, but would wait. He was playing last tag, a tactic that Gil Clancy and Bonavena used in their fight with Muhammad Ali at Madison Square Garden in the early 70s. He waited for Baer to throw, and then he threw. Clancy says, work hard to that body. Bonavena nods his head. We prepare for round number 4 punch stat numbers. Baer landed 29. Bonavena landed 38 punches. He worked very hard on the inside. Again, I gave it an even round. McCarthy gave it to Bonavena. I have it 1 round, Oscar Bonavena, 2 rounds even. I have him up by a point, so does McCarthy. We prepare for round number 4. Fighters off their stools. Final instructions from the corners. There's the bell. They go to the center of the ring. Bonavena comes out, lets his hands go. He's trying to push Baer back, but they're going to go Billy Goat to Billy Goat center of the ring. Baer threw punches and misses, but those punches didn't miss. These fighters are there to be hit. They're going to stand toe-to-toe. They're fighting on the inside. Baer's letting his hands go, pushing Bonavena away. He needs some more distance, and Baer's just opening up. Bonavena is badly hurt. He is badly hurt. This is an opportunity for Max Baer to end this fight here. Bonavena covering up. Baer pushing him back, letting his hands go. Newman looking in. Round 4 could come to an end. Big left hook missed by Max Baer. He needs to land that right hand. Another big left hook missed. But that right hand got through. Under a minute to go here. Bonavena is taking tremendous punishment. Tremendous punishment. Randy Newman looking on. Left hook combination misses by Baer. Another thudding right hand buckles the knees of Bonavena. The bell. And there it is. An uppercut missed by Baer. Holy cow. Max Baer hurt Bonavena with a right hand and then continued to batter him as he used Oscar Bonavena as his personal punching bag and piñata as he tried to send him back south of the border to South America and Argentina. There was no knockdown in that round, but such a horrific beating that Bonavena took. I am giving the 4th round to Max Baer 10-8. So Baer will leapfrog Bonavena on my scorecard by a point. Oh my lord. Bonavena was dipping and diving trying to avoid the blows, but he got tagged over and over again. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard of Steve McCarthy. He gives it 10-9 to Max Baer, but I give it 10-8 to Max Baer. Just a tremendous round for Max Baer. Lots of power punching. Buckling Bonavena on a couple of occasions. We go to a very joyous Joe Goose in the Max Baer corner. Freddie Brown is telling them, you had him, that's what we got to do. We're going to go home early, champ, we're going to go home early. Joe Goosen says, keep it up. Don't let him get on the inside. Every time Bonavena tried to get on the inside, Max Baer was able to use his leverage to keep Bonavena on the outside by just pushing away, and then as he did it, he threw punches, and he threw them hard. Baer smiling. Freddie Brown gives him some water. Baer spits it into the bucket. We go to a very anxious Oscar Bonavena corner. That is the worst round of this early fight, scheduled for 15. And he has 15% swelling on his right eye. Al Galvin's working on that right now. He took a ton of punishment in that round. A ton of punishment. So Galvin working away with that end swell. And you can see, again, a very painful thing. A piece of metal trying to push the swelling away. Bonavena winces just a little bit. As Gil Clancy's saying, you got to get on the inside and stay there. With the final few seconds before round number 5, Galvin using every opportunity to try to reduce that swelling. Let's go to some punch stat numbers, and they're going to be hellaciously in Max Baer's favor. 41 punches as Oscar Bonavena posed as a human punching bag. Bonavena landed 7. He blocked the majority of the punches with his head. My God, it was just a huge round for Max Baer. Again, I gave it 10-8 to Baer. We prepare for round number 5. Can Max Baer end it here in round 5? There's the bell. Baer quickly off his stool, and he goes to Bonavena. He takes a shot to the body, and another one to the body. Bonavena tries to push away, and Bonavena just lets a 4-punch combination go on the inside. Baer's hurt. Baer comes right back with a right hand. Bonavena's staggered. That swelling is really puffing up. Left hook by Baer misses. Bonavena lands with a right hand. They're standing toe-to-toe. Billy Goat to Billy Goat, center of the ring. They tie up. Bonavena forces him back towards the rope. Baer comes off the ropes. And Baer lands a good 1-2 combination. The right hand. Bonavena backs up. A left hook gets in there by Baer. Again, Baer backs up looking for distance. Bonavena comes forward. They tie up. They wrestle towards the center of the ring. They break. Under a minute to go here in round number 5. 30 seconds to go. They're both two tired fighters right now. Bonavena, that swelling, not very good around the eye, but Baer might have punched himself out. A left hook combination there by Baer. And there, oh, the big right hand at the bell. Missed by Max Baer. But Max Baer wins that round. Both fighters staggered one another. This is a slugfest here at Yankee Stadium. As we say, it's a slobber knocker. The fans are on their feet. No dancing in this one. The 5th round I give to Max Baer 10-9 as he builds a 2-point lead now on my scorecard. Let's go to the Steve McCarthy scorecard, unofficial for Title Bout Championship Boxing. He gives it 10-9 to Baer. He has it 48-47. I also have it 48-47, just got there in a different way. But we are in agreement in the totals. Go to the Max Baer corner. Goosen very happy. But again, both fighters have staggered each other. This fight could come to a quick end. This has been the brutal battle that most fans paid tickets for at Yankee Stadium, and they are witnessing a brawl for it all. The winner will advance to round 2. Goosen saying, throw the right hand, keep your distance, don't let him get on the inside. That's the only way. Watch, he'll try to throw that looping right hand from the outside. When he misses that, you want to counter. Says, don't ignore the body. Baer did work a little bit to the body in that round. In the round that he pummeled Bonavena, he really didn't punch too much to the body. He was hitting him over and over again in the head. We go to Oscar Bonavena corner. Let's check out that swelling. So Al Galvin is working feverishly, but again, Baer was able to land big punches. The swelling has moved from 15% to 27% on the right eye. Again, Galvin trying to work overtime with the end swell, pushing the swelling to the side. Bonavena grimaces. Gil Clancy saying, you got to get on the inside and force him back. Bonavena nods his head. Go to punch stat numbers as we prepare for round number 6. That was a slobber knocker, hellacious round. Baer landed 32 punches. Defense is non-existent in this fight. Bonavena was better early, not late. He landed 14 punches, and then once again became a human punching bag for the final 45 seconds to a minute of round number 5. Let's go to the conditioning here. And you can see the swelling on Bonavena's eye, the right eye, and he is fatigued. Bonavena is fatigued. Max Baer is still A-OK, so let's see it here. Bonavena's been taking a beating. You saw it right there, he is fatigued. We'll take one more look at the conditioning. Bonavena is fatigued. Baer is still A-OK. He is not fatigued. We prepare for the bell and round number 6. Todd B is at ringside. How you doing? Here's the bell for round number 6. Baer quickly off his stool and now moves away as both fighters look to conserve some energy here. They tie up, they wrestle. Newman breaks them. Again, you can see both fighters. Oh! A big combination by Max Baer. The right hand landed from the outside. And Bonavena comes right back on the inside. Bonavena forcing Baer to the ropes. They tie up and break. Bonavena and Baer trade. Baer got the better of it. Baer still closely dangerous to those ropes. Bonavena now keeps his hands held high. Under a minute to go. They tie up. They fight on the inside. Newman says, watch out for the rabbit punching. Very close round here. They tie up and wrestle again. Under 30 seconds to go. These fighters are fatigued right now. They're trying to take a break. And Bonavena lands hard on the inside. A right hook. And Baer comes right back with that long right hand. Bonavena missed with his counter. So even when they take a round off, they're throwing bombs. That is a close round. Back and forth it went. That was a very close round. I give it to Max Baer. Round 6, close. Max Baer, 10-9. They tried to take a breather, but then they start punching away, landing big bombs. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard of McCarthy. He gives it 10-9 to Baer. So again, he has it 58-56. I'm in agreement, 58-56. We just got there a little differently. Over to the Baer corner and Joe Goosen. And he says, you took your breather there. Now I want you to get back on track. Get back on track. Good right hands. We need more of it, champ. We need more of it, champ. Freddie Brown says London Bridge will come tumbling down. Just keep throwing that right hand, champ. No unusual wear and tear in the Baer corner, just the normal wear and tear of a pugilistic contest. We go to the Bonavena corner. Let's check out that swelling. It does not look good, as it's gone up slightly again from 27 to 29. As when Baer does throw that right hand, it does find Bonavena's face. Galvin continues to work the end swell. Gil Clancy says, you got to get on the inside and change the tide of battle here. You can do it, Oscar. Punch that numbers quite quickly before we begin round number 7. Baer landed 23 punches. Bonavena 19. I gave it 10-9. 10-9 to Baer. Both fighters hurt each other, and they were trying to take the round off to conserve energy. And then they hit each other, and it was on like Donkey Kong. Let's go to the conditioning. Let's see if Bonavena has got any second wind here. He has, so he gets a little second wind. He's no longer fatigued. Let's check the endurance, as it's dwindling for both fighters. Again, Baer not known for his stamina. And Gil Clancy's hoping if they can get Baer in deep waters, the old boxing saying, we can drown him. So they're hoping Bonavena can take Baer into deep waters later in the fight. There's the bell for round number 7. And Bonavena's going to try to get on the inside and heed the words of Gil Clancy. And now Baer tries to force Bonavena back, and Bonavena lets his hands go. Bonavena backing up, misses with a counter right hand. And now pushing off Bonavena and throwing his punches is Baer. He lands 2 good shots. Bonavena comes right back. He digs hard to the body. That swelling's getting worse. Left hook miss for Bonavena. Baer comes back with a 1-2 on the inside, shoving Bonavena back towards the rope. Bonavena comes off the ropes, and he walks right into a thudding combination. A big right hand staggers Oscar Bonavena. His hands are up. Bonavena now lets his hands go with a 1-2. Under a minute to go. Left hook misses by Oscar Bonavena. Baer comes back with 2 shots to the head again. The educated jab and right hand. And there's a 1-2 back by Bonavena. They're staggering each other. 30 seconds to go. Bonavena lets his hands go on the inside again. Under 10 seconds to go here in round 7. Very close fight. There's the bell. And Baer lands a hellacious uppercut, snapping Bonavena's head at the bell. And that's not going to do wonders for that swelling. That uppercut tagged him right on that eye. Another good action round, but by the end of it, Baer had forced Bonavena back towards the ropes and his corner. 10-9 Max Baer for round 7. He now builds a 3-point lead on my scorecard. Let's go to the McCarthy scorecard. The fans are loving it here at ringside in Yankee Stadium. 10-9, Steve McCarthy gives it to Max Baer, the former heavyweight champion. He has it 68-65 3-point lead, as I do. We go to the Baer corner and Joe Goosen. Goosen very happy, because you didn't let him stay on the inside. You're able to push him off and land your punches. Rinse and repeat, Maxie. Rinse and repeat over and over again. He's gonna go. Freddie Brown says it's only a matter of time, champ. Brown gives Baer some water. Light and swell work around Baer's eyes. Some grease. Now we go to the Oscar Bonavena corner. Let's check out that swelling. And that's a mess. His right eye, 42%. He's going to have a lot of trouble now seeing out of that eye. It's almost a slit. You get about close to that 50% mark, you're really not seeing out of that eye. So he is not seeing those punches with that eye. And again, Galvin doing yeoman's work, trying to use that end swell, pushing the swelling away. Gil Clancy says, we need a big punch to turn the tide of battle. Again, Bonavena speaks Spanish. He's from Argentina, does understand some Italian also. He speaks broken English. Let's go to the punch stat numbers. Again, Galvin using every last second to try to reduce that swelling. Fighters get off their stools. They await the bell for now round number 8. Baer landed 31 punches. Bonavena 30. I mean, they went at it. As I like to say, it was on like Donkey Kong, but Baer just landed the harder punches, forcing Bonavena back towards the rope. and his corner. As Todd B gives his analysis, says TKO upcoming. I don't disagree there, unless Oscar can land something big. Baer is starting to tire, but Bonavena's, who's supposed to have the edge in stamina, it's pretty much the same right now. That swelling is really bad there. You can see that bright orange. It's going to go to red pretty soon for Oscar Bonavena. Fighters off the stool. They prepare for round number 8. Here's the bell for round number 8. And Max Baer's going all out for the KO. And Oscar Bonavena's going to oblige. They're going to stand toe-to-toe. Those are big punches by Max Baer. Bonavena's staggered. He's covering up. He is hurt. And down goes Oscar Bonavena. The right hand right down the pipe on the chin.
3.
The count has reached 3. Bonavena's up. He'll take the mandatory 8.
6, 7.
Baer's in the neutral corner. Newman says, do you want to go? He says yes. Baer looking at it, misses with his big punches. Bonavena covering up, dipping and diving. Again, Baer misses with the big punches. Bonavena comes forward, tries to tie up, and he is tagged with a combination. He is hurt again. He is on Queer Street. A minute to go for Baer to stop this fight here. He misses those shots. Bonavena dipping, diving, trying to hold on. More shots missed by Baer. He's windmilling, but he's missing punches. And that will exhaust the fighter. 20 seconds ago, again dipping and diving is Bonavena. He finally lands a 1-2, and there's the bell. He ties up. Holy cow. Holy cow. Bonavena survives the round. Baer missed a ton of punches after he dropped Oscar Bonavena, who did his best Houdini imitation as he disappeared from those Baer blows and even threw a combination at the end. A huge round for Max Baer with the knockdown in round 8. That is a 10-8 round. I will not give it a 10-7 round. I give it a 10-8 round for Max Baer. As he continues to build the lead on my scorecard, he's up by 5 points. We go to the McCarthy scorecard. A ton of concern. You can see it. We're going to go to the Bonavena corner first. Gil Clancy is asking his fighter, do you want to go on? And again, the unofficial scorecard, Steve McCarthy gives it 10-8 to Max Baer. He has it 78-73. I am in lockstep with that. I also have it 78-73. We just got there a little differently. So we're going to go to the Bonavena corner first. And he is in a world of hurt. Though, somehow, again, Al Galvin, tremendous cut man. Tremendous cut man. Has reduced the swelling from 42% to 39%. Hats off to Al Galvin. I don't know how long that's going to last. And Gil Clancy says, we need a knockout. This fight's not going much more. That eye is by. Bad. Captain Carl is at ringside. He's saying hello to everyone. How are you doing, Captain Carl? Hope all is well. Again, Clancy's saying you need the knockout, Oscar. We go to a very joyous Max Baer corner and Joe Goosen. Freddie Brown saying, I told you so, champ. Joe Goosen says, rinse and repeat. Jab, right hand. Jab, right hand. We're going to go home early. Baer, supremely confident in his corner. He never lacked for confidence. As Captain Carl says, come on, Max. Do it for Jethro. Bodine, Max Baer Jr. Captain Carl knows, see? And Bobby knew that. Bobby thought this was actually Jethro, and I said, no, his son played Jethro. All right, let's prepare for round number 9. Could it be the beginning of the end for Oscar Bonavena? Punch that, numbers. The crowd is in a frenzy here at Yankee Stadium. You know, for the hard punches that Baer did throw and dropped him, after he dropped them, he didn't land a damn thing. You can see he missed a ton of punches. Up to in the knockdown, he landed 18. He pretty much didn't land anything else. Bonavena somehow landed 7. Not really telling blows. And let's check out that eye. Slightly better, but it's still horrific. Stamina, Bonavena's pretty much out. Baer still has an edge in stamina. Again, Baer not known for his stamina. Bonavena, a better stamina fighter, but that's not going to come into play here. The dog show is at ringside. Hope all is well. Can Max Baer end it? Here's the start of round number 9. Baer going for the kill. He's going for the knockout. Bonavena trying to cover up and conserve energy. Will he be a human punching bag? Baer misses those punches. Bonavena tries to keep his hands high, dipping and diving, trying to get on inside. They tie up. Baer pushes him off. Baer trying to land the big right hand. Bonavena just trying to conserve energy. And there, big punches by Baer. Hurts Bonavena once again. Left hook missed by Baer. And again, a good 1-2 by Max Baer. He's trying to load up with that right hand. Bonavena is tiring. Newman looking on, though. Shot. Oh, another big right hand. Bonavena buckles. Newman looking on. The follow-up combination misses by Baer. Bonavena pushes Baer away, and Baer throws punches. Bonavena dips and dives. He tries to get to the inside, but Baer will not allow it. Those punches missed by Max Baer. 10 seconds to go. Those punches didn't. Snapping Bonavena's head. You can see the sweat. There might be a slight cut now. Let's quickly go to the Bonavena corner, as that was a total whitewashing. Max Baer will win that round 10-9. So he picks up round number 9, 10-9, as he has a significant points lead over Bonavena now. We go, before the scorecards, we're going to the Bonavena corner, and that swelling is now 43%. He cannot see anything on that side. I know it's only 43% on that right eye, but with the sweat going into that, and there is no cut. I thought we saw some sort of abrasion. So Baer is really pummeling Oscar Bonavena. It looks like he's on his way to the second round of our tournament. Galvin again feverishly trying to work on it. Newman comes over, asks Bonavena, do you want to go? He says yes. Gil Clancy says, you got it. You need a knockout. You need a knockout. This fight's not going to go much longer. Newman does not have a quick hook on these fights, though, as we've seen. We go to Joe Goosen in the corner of Max Baer, and he says, jab, right hand. When he comes to you on the inside, push him away. Do not let him punch or tie him up. Rinse and repeat. Freddie Brown says, where do you want to go to dinner, champ? Gives him a swig of water. Punch stat numbers. Baer landed 26. Oscar Bonavena, nothing. He landed no punches. The punches that he did throw were of no significance. The judges feel he landed nothing. As Captain Curl says, I've got the old title bout game. So do I. I have the old title bout game. I might break it out someday and play it on the station. The board game. I will be purchasing Glory Days Boxing in May from Bleacher Bums Gaming. He has a big announcement coming up, as he has a third-party distributor. So we're excited to hear about that. All right. We know Bonavena is pretty much out of gas, and he is. Baer still has gas in the tank. Can he end it here in round number 10? Here's the bell for round number 10. Baer again looking to end it here. And Oscar Bonavena is going to try to stand toe-to-toe. They tie up, they break. Bonavena's dead tired. He's going to try to win. Oh, he got hit with a 1-2. Baer moves away and now regroups. Bonavena comes back with a 1-2. And Baer's just opening up with his punches. He is rat-a-tatting Bonavena's head, but to his credit, Bonavena lets his hands go. They're standing toe-to-toe. Bonavena missed with that wild uppercut, but he lands a stunning right hand. Baer's in trouble. Can a tiring Bonavena take advantage? Again, he lands a two-punch combination. Baer is on Queer Street. Bonavena opening up with both hands. Under a minute to go. Bonavena just battering Baer. Baer's stunned in the center of the ring. Bonavena continues to punch. 15 seconds, Baer finally ties up the windmill of Oscar Bonavena. There's some more punches landed. Holy cow, what a comeback round for Oscar Bonavena. I don't know where he pulled that out from, but my God, did he reach into his reserves there. Bonavena went for broke. The big man, Max Baer, was staggered. He weebled and he wobbled, but he wouldn't go down. He goes staggering back to his corner. Joe Goosen and Freddie Brown quickly put him on the stool. And Gil Clancy screaming encouragement at Bonavena, saying, that's the way. You got him now. Wow. What a huge comeback round in round 10 for Oscar Bonavena. He takes it 10-9. I know he's a tough guy from Argentina. We saw many a fight with Oscar Bonavena. Holy cow, did Oscar reach down deep. And that's a 10-9 round on the McCarthy card also. So we both have it 97-92 for Max Baer. But what a comeback round for Bonavena. Was that his last hurrah? Was that his charge of the Light Brigade? We're going to go to the Baer corner first, and Joe Goosen, and they're concerned. They're trying to revive their fighter. He is still shaking in that corner, and now he has swelling on his left eye as Bonavena just let his hands go. He did his windmill imitation, and the windmill was beating Don Quixote in this one. So now Freddie Brown's using the end swell. 15% swelling, left eye, Max Baer. Goosen says, use the jab, stay at distance, stay at distance. D. Scott Howard's at ringside. How you doing, my friend? We quickly go to the Bonavena corner, who has been energized after that huge round. Though he did not take the big man Max Baer off his feet, Bonavena did go down in round number 8. Did Max Baer punch himself out? Al Galvin has reduced the swelling from 43 to 37% around the right eye, so good job by Galvin. Still a lot of trouble for Bonavena seeing out of that eye. Gil Clancy continues to say, you got to knock him out. We prepare for round number 11. No one thought it was going to get there after that 8th round knockdown, but Baer might have punched himself out. And Baer's stamina is gone. Bonavena's stamina is gone. It's going to be a tiring slobber knocker until the end. Punch stat numbers. Baer landed 20. Bonavena landed 52 punches. My God, he just let his hands go. Will he have enough to do it again? We shall see as we await the bell for round number 11. And here's the bell. And again, they're going to stand toe-to-toe. Who's going to get off first? Center of the ring. Billy Goat to Billy Goat, head-to-head. And it's Baer who lands. Bonavena starts to back up. He's hurt. Baer comes forward, but he's tiring. He is really... Oh! He walked into a left hook! He walked into a left hook! Baer's down! Baer's down! The count has reached 5!
6, 7.
Baer's up at the count of 7. He'll take the mandatory 8 count. Newman wipes off the gloves. He says, do you want to continue? And now it's Bonavena's turn. Bonavena opening up, trying to end it. He's throwing punches like a madman, like the Argentinian bull he is. Oh my Lord, Baer's on Queer Street. Newman looking on. A minute and a half left in round number 11. Now Bonavena is tired, but he continues to throw punches. Baer trying to grab onto him. Bonavena won't let him. Oh boy, Newman looking on. Bonavena whiffs with that punch, and finally Baer comes back with a 1-2. But Bonavena comes right back. Newman looking on. Baer is still on Queer Street, and down goes Baer. To the left, to the body, and a right to the head. Second time he's down.
3.
What a comeback by Oscar Bonavena. The count's reached 5.
7, 8, 9.
Baer's not going to get up. Oh my God! The Argentinian bull! The Argentinian bull has just come roaring back to knock out the former heavyweight champion Max Baer. The fans are going crazy here at Yankee Stadium. Baer is on his back. He goes down twice in round 11. And good God Almighty, you want to talk about reserves and fortitude and toughness. Oscar Bonavena comes all the way back from the depths of hell to knock out Max Baer. He seemed done in round 8. Down, battered, bruised, and Bonavena comes back. His hands are raised in the air. Many Argentinian fans here at Yankee Stadium as Bonavena is walking around the ring. Hands up, Gil Clancy and Galvin are ecstatic. They said you needed the knock. This is one of the most tremendous comebacks in any bout I have played in title bout. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. As Dog Show says, Oscar looks like Ted Bruschi. Well, Oscar had a little Italian blood in him, so. As Oscar spoke broken English, he spoke Spanish and some Italian. And he was one tough hombre from Argentina. Unbelievable. And the fans who came here to root on Max Baer are in shock. Baer finally getting up to his feet. They put him on the stool. The doctor taking a look at him. What a comeback. From the depths of hell, Oscar Bonavena knocks out Max Baer. He dropped him once, and then he took him out with 6 seconds to go in round 11. A tiring Bonavena fought like a madman, fought for his tournament life in rounds 9 and 10 after being battered for pretty much 4 straight rounds, and in the 8th he went down. But Max Baer could not knock him out. Baer threw a ton of punches after the knockdown, and he missed pretty much everything. That's where Baer, as we will now say, lost the fight. Opportunity slipped away, and it looked like he punched himself out. And Oscar Bonavena, the stamina came into play, and it came back to haunt Max Baer. As Gil Clancy said, if we could take Baer into deep water, we can drown him. And they sure just did drown. They sure just drowned Max Baer. Holy cow.
The judges' votes are in, and
so Baer seems to have cleared his head a bit. He goes over to congratulate Bonavena. Here's the official announcement of the knockout we just witnessed. Michael Buffer has the mic. Unbelievable fight. Unbelievable. Holy cow. He says, ladies and gentlemen, here is your official announcement. The winner by knockout at 2:59, they have it, at the 11th round, Oscar Bonavena from Argentina. And the fans go wild. He had a good following in New York. Wow. That is one of the most incredible comebacks I have ever seen. As Captain Carl says the fight was fixed. No, not fixed. Oscar Bonavena just cleaned Max Baer's clock. Max Baer did have an issue with stamina. This reminds me, if you look up the fights on YouTube, Max Baer and Lou Nova. The first fight, Lou Nova stopped Max Baer in the 11th. And the second one, I think he TK'd. And the second fight was Max Baer's last professional bout. I think he TK'd him in the 8th. Lou Nova was another hellacious puncher who lost to Joe Louis, though. Lou Nova was a bit out there, too. He was a bit of a space cadet. But he could punch. Alrighty, let's update the record. So Max Baer, I mean, it looked as good as gold. It looked like a done deal that he was moving on to the second round. Not so fast, said Oscar Bonavena, a.k.a. Ringo, his nickname. It will be Oscar Bonavena in a slight upset, knocking out the former champ Max Baer in the 11th, dropping him and then stopping him. So let's update the records. And Max Baer is now 66-14-0 with 51 stoppages. He's out of the tournament. A very joyous Oscar Bonavena moves to the second round at 59-9-1 with 45 stoppages. Let's go to the punch numbers. 3 knockdowns scored in this fight. You will not see a better heavyweight brawl. Unbelievable. As Todd B says, I wish I had a bet on Bonavena. You would have won some money. I believe Baer would have been the favorite. Again, if you watched early, I said Bonavena's one, well, not one chance, but if he got into the later rounds, Max Baer was not, again, in our tournament, everyone's at tip-top condition, but that still means only the best condition you can be in. Baer was never a stamina fighter. He wanted to land the big punch and knock the bejesus out of you, which it looked like that was on the way when he dropped Bonavena. But again, what did I say? When he missed all those punches in round number 8, did he punch himself out? And he sure did, because then Bonavena turned the tide of battle as Max Baer became the human punching bag. So a great fight. That's got to be fight of the tournament so far. Wow. We've had some doozies, but my God, that was a mega doozy. All right. Defense, well, not so much. And Bonavena got his punch numbers up to 55% landed with those last few rounds. Holy cow. When he punched, he did land. Again, both these fighters are defensive sieves. You throw punches, you're going to hit them most likely. Their best defense, hands up, try to tie up. Their best defense is their offense. Baer only landed 33% of his punches. Punches thrown. Baer threw a lot more punches, 789, but he punched himself out. Bonavena, 469. Punches landed per round, even 23 apiece when you total it all together. Punches landed very close. Baer landed 263, Bonavena 259. And Bonavena worked hard on the inside with the hooks, and there, Baer's big punch, he landed the cross 80 times, but he could not knock out Oscar Bonavena. Wow, let's go to the official scorecards and see how they had the fight before the knockout. This is always a lot of fun. Doesn't matter, we know it's a knockout. So Mickey Van of England had Max Baer up by 3 points, 96-93. Larry Hazzard of the United States of America had 96-93 for Baer. And Tony Perez of Puerto Rico had it 96-93. So they had it 3-point advantage for Baer going into the 11th. And the 11th round was the round of doom for Max Baer, as he was knocked out with 1 second to go. That's the official time. We had it at 6 seconds. As Todd B says, sweet, is there a game involving lions and Romans too? Yes! There's a gladiator game. I don't have it, though. It's on Steam. I looked into it, but it was not my cup of tea. So a huge win for Oscar Bonavena. Let's go back to the fighters once again. So Oscar Bonavena advances. His record, including the sim, as he moves on to round 2, 59 wins, 9 defeats, 1 draw, 45 stoppages. Max Baer is out. His record, including the sim, 66 wins, now 14 defeats, no draws, and 51 stoppages. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who was at ringside. D. Scott Howard, Todd B., Captain Carl, Casey Jones, The Dog Show. Remember to check us out tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we discuss Ben-Hur with Charlton Heston. That's going to be a lot of fun. Dog did a wonderful slideshow presentation. We're going to have a good time with that. Phantomatic, thank you very much. W. Vogs, thank you very much. I'm going to be sending you an email tonight to see when you're available next week or the week after to do a little half-hour show on the channel, a meet and greet and introduction of W. Vogs. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a slobber knocker, as I like to say. Once again, Oscar Bonavena knocks out Max Baer in the 11th after he was dropped in the 8th. Baer punched himself out. Bonavena come back like a madman in the 10th and the 11th and the knockout. So until next we meet, watch out for those big punches. Keep your hands held high, move side to side, dip and dive. God bless, health and happiness. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye. You know it's coming, folks. You know it's coming. Peace!